Welcome. Welcome to CryptoDivas. This is Morgan Pierce and my co-host Jillian Godsil. Today we have with us Robert Benwell, who is founder of London Cryptocurrency Exchange. We're going to call it LCCX from this point forward. Robert, welcome. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Hey, so we'll get right into looking at your project and your ICO. Tell us about the idea behind LCCX, where you came up with it, when did it get started, and what your vision is for the project.
Okay, great stuff, sure. It all started about, last year, and I was trading altcoins myself. We're using about 4 different exchanges, and we noticed a common problem, me and some other colleagues, that there was very little support. You couldn't trade with fiat markets on there was no regulation. We didn't know where the exchanges were, which country they were in, but no business details for them really. It wasn't very transparent for us. So we started coming with an idea of making a more professional exchange and kind of making sure it's regulated in a good jurisdiction. We've got insurance for clients' money. We kept seeing a problem where exchanges were getting hacked and clients would lose tens of millions of dollars. So we thought we need a solution for that. And it's not just security and cold storage. We need to make sure we insure the funds. So if the worst does happen, clients don't lose any money. So that kind of was the idea. And then around a year ago, 6 months, we started putting together the team after we'd planned it. And for the last few months, we've just started kind of doing our white paper and starting to plan it out a lot more, finish the team off, and then go into his ICO, which just launched earlier this week.
Wow, so it sounds like you have your act together. You say on the roadmap that your first product, your MVP, is going to be available in April. Could you just describe some of the milestones along your roadmap, please?
We're starting to build it in April. We're kind of just doing all the graphics for it first, and then we'll start building the coding behind it. But we're going to launch an alpha version in June, and that version is going to be quite basic, but what we're wanting to do is get feedback from the community that we're growing. We don't just want to launch an exchange that we think is good. We want to kind of launch the exchange the community wants. And then the full exchange will go live in August.
And Robert, do you have, who are your primary competitors? I mean, you're first to market in terms of regulated and providing insurance for client funds, but are there other competitors that you'll be competing with directly? And can you tell us a little bit about what markets you're going to be active in?
Yeah, sure. There's quite a lot of crypto exchanges. There's a big one, Binance, Bittrex, Bitfinex, and then there's some smaller ones like KuCoin, Yobit. And we're going to kind of compete with all these. We feel like our product is going to be superior with the regulation, with the insurance, and with the fiat markets. When we go live in August, we plan on having 4 different markets. So we're going to have the basic kind of Bitcoin and Ethereum market, and then we'll also have the US dollars and Great British Pound market. And within those, we'll launch with 50 different altcoins in them. So you're going to be able to trade some of the altcoins you've never been able to trade before for direct for fiat money, and really streamline the process. I think, we'll get a lot of customers in the UK, in Western Europe, and even in America coming to us who kind of really see the value of the insurance and the regulation.
It's very strong, certainly. It's London-based, and obviously London is a financial centre, a global financial centre. In terms of your actual company, how do you think it'll grow in terms of your staffing, your reach? How do you see the LCCX Inc. growing?
We think it's going to grow very quickly. We can see a lot of the other exchanges have had problems where they've had to stop onboarding new customers. So we can see that we're going to have to scale quick. I've got experience in scaling kind of companies and really cloud computing. So we don't see any problem there, but we feel we'll be the biggest in the UK and Europe within 12 to 18 months time. I'm not sure if we'll ever become the biggest. I think Binance is very big in Asia. I'm not sure if we'll be able to kind of get enough users for that. But I think in the Western world, it'll certainly be where people are looking for regulation and insurance. And I think we'll be aiming for like institutional clients as well that need that professional approach.
What's your goal for your ICO? You kicked it off recently. You're in your pre-ICO, or you've hit your cap for that? So tell us a little bit about that structure. And also, you know, if you were looking at ICOs and you had 10 ICOs to choose from right now, why would you recommend that somebody put their money into yours?
Right, sure. We've got a hard cap of just $7.5 million. We kicked it off on Monday, the pre-ICO. We've done over $1 million so far. It's still in the 30% bonus stage, and then it moves to a 20% bonus and a 10% bonus after that before I go into my main ICO crowd sale. What I would say to someone who's looking to invest is the reason that kind of in this more bearish market that we're in currently is to pick kind of a proven business model, which the exchange model that we've got is, it's a business that from day one it's going to generate revenue. It's not something that's going to take 3 years down the line to produce a product and produce revenue.
And are there ways that people can get involved? Are you doing bounty programs and airdrops, referral programs for the rest of the community to get involved with?
Yes, we are. But that's kind of our main goal. It's not to have a huge marketing spend. It's more to kind of get the community behind it. We've got a bounty program that's worth about $500,000. About 4% of those tokens are going to that. And then as referral, we have a 10% referral program where people can refer their friends or refer other people involved and get a 10% bonus. We've already seen that being active, and over 100 of us members have come from these referrals from their friends.
That's cool. No, that's amazing. I think there's 3 things that really jump out at me. City of London, that's always good. That has to be good. I mean, the branding alone. And then the insurance, just fabulous. And then also using the fiat currencies against the altcoins. I think it sounds a really interesting project, and well done on the money raised so far. And I wish you every success going forward.
Okay, thank you. I think most of our feedback so far has been, like I said, the insurance, the regulation, but trading altcoins for fiat, it feels like a lot of traders and investors, that's kind of what's needed at the moment.
Well, I trade frequently enough, and I'll definitely be looking forward to being able to not have to go from, you know, Binance over to Coinbase back out to a bank somewhere in the other side of Europe when I have the opportunity to actually move and put my fiat into the LCCX platform. So I'm looking forward to that. We will feature whatever bounty information I can kind of gather up on your site at the bottom of the video. So we'll be encouraging people to reach out to you. And like Jillian said, it's an exciting time. We wish you a lot of luck with your ICO. I'm sure that you're not going to have any trouble whatsoever. Your value proposition is quite strong, and so is your team. So we will send you a link as soon as this is up, and good luck. We'll check back in with you after you're done.
Yeah, best of luck.
Thanks a lot.
All right, Robert. Thanks a mil. Thanks for your time today.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye.